Good morning, welcome back to Vlogust. Had an extra hour in bed today. I don't know why I'm so much puffier, but I am. That's not a lot of milk left. Do we have more in the fridge? That is the question. Mine's got a friend coming round today. We've been kind of holding off, but the kids are back at school next week anyway, so it was like, well, if they want to have a little play date, they can. And my parents are away, so there's not a lot of people in the house. So, also someone had mentioned, when I said my parents were away last time, and then we ended up going, like a couple of nights later, we ended up going out for dinner, or we went to the neighbours. When my parents go away, it's just for like a night. It's not for like, they don't go away like on a holiday. So if you then see tomorrow us doing something without the children, we haven't abandoned them somewhere. Yeah, so that's happening, and I'm hoping that that means that I can sit in the living room and chill a little bit, because Milo will have some entertainment with his friend upstairs. That is, fingers crossed, what is going to happen. I'm just making a coffee now, so tired. I'm going to sit in the kitchen on my computer and respond to some comments from yesterday's video, actually from this morning's video, real time, from the Boots vlog and or the Boots haul and the vlog. I'm so tired. What is wrong with me? I've not been sleeping in throughout lockdown. I've spoken a lot about it. Getting up early is making me feel better, and the last couple of days, because I haven't had to get up super early, I've got up at like 8:30, which is later, so lie in. I think I'm just tired. Also, I started tracking, because I don't have, just, you know, menstruation alert, for those of you that don't want to hear about periods. Because I don't have periods, which I don't, because I have the Marina coil, which is like a hormonal coil, so it doesn't work for everyone, but it gets rid of my periods, which is fantastic. After the last time I had it fitted, Lee was like, it was so horrendous. I said, well, maybe I'll just get a vasectomy, which has been discussed. And I said, but to be honest, I would still probably get the coil or have something, because it gets rid of the periods. Just quickly off topic while I remember, I was buying cheap Nespresso capsules, and we tried these one time. I think we sent them by accident, I can't remember, because we get click and collect, so sometimes you get variations, what's it called? Substitutions. These Supremo capsules from Law are so strong, because I was using 2 a day each of these like cheaper plastic ones. Number one, they don't work in the machine as well, because it's made for an aluminium capsule. They don't just kind of like read the capsules as well. But also I was very mindful that I was using so much more plastic. So when we used those and I realized that we only needed 1, I'm now buying only 1 of those per week and using less, and they're also aluminium, so we can recycle them. So just in case you were wondering, in case you were looking for something that was a little bit higher strength, because even the ones that I've got, like the regular espresso ones from the Starbucks one, all of those, I will use 2. I'm not going to use the straw, by the way, I just use this to stir it. But those Supremo ones are like strength 10, and I only need 1 of those. So as I was saying about the coil, I would still have the coil because I have no period. But the problem with having no period is that when you lose your mind, you think you're actually losing your mind, and you don't realise that it's PMS, because there's no other symptoms, there's no other signs that you would be having like a rough time of it right now. Nothing. So what I did was download this app called Clue, and I think at least one of you recommended this to me, because I wouldn't have even known. I'm sure it was one of you that recommended that I download this app. And you can track multiple things. It's a free app. I think they have a paid version, but it's of no interest to me, because it does everything I need to do for the free version. So you can track multiple things, like obviously bleeding, various other stuff, and you can track moods, and there are 4 different options, like sad, irritable, etc. And so I've just been tracking my moods through this app, and yesterday I was like ready for a full-blown meltdown. I was like, I can't handle anything. Everything's the worst, which doesn't happen to me all that often. I'm a relatively positive person. Even when I'm not positive, I can fake it till I make it. I'm quite good at putting on a happy face. And yesterday I just had one of those days of like, why is everything so terrible? Which of course it's not. And I looked back at the app and I thought, yeah, that works pretty much perfectly, because 4 weeks ago I put in the little sad face, the little irritable face, or whatever I put. And it's really, really helpful. And if you don't have actual periods, because we still have a cycle and we still have like a hormonal shift once a month, it's really, really useful to have that. Even if you just put it in a diary, it doesn't have to be an app, but I'm just kind of putting it out there. This is the first time I've tracked them since, like, in the last 3 or 4 months, that's when I started doing it. This is the first time I've tracked them, and I've had the coil for years and years and years, and this is incredibly useful on those down days, because I snapped out of it so quickly. I was like, I literally sat in the kitchen and cried while I was making dinner. There was nothing wrong. I don't know, I was just, everything was the worst. And I decided to look at the app, and almost immediately I felt better. I just, like, something clicked and I was like, it's fine. It's just hormones. And when you have an answer, it's just easier to kind of shake it off. So yeah, if you don't do that already and you feel like you should, do. Manny is being very cuddly this morning. I think he knows that Milo's having a friend over. He's been like all about him. Milo's friend's gone. They had the cutest day. It was so cute. We got Uber Eats KFC, which was very ridiculous. But because Mum and Dad aren't here, I couldn't just go and get them KFC. So Milo has wanted to Uber Eats KFC for some time, for who knows why. So we did that. Me, Ella, Milo and his friend ate. And I did Milo and Emma, his friend, this little date, and it was so cute. They had like plates, and I gave them tiny little wine glasses with Diet Coke. It was adorable. And Milo said, because they've been friends for a long time, and Milo wanted her to be his girlfriend, and he asked her to be his girlfriend over FaceTime, and she said yes. And when I did the date for them, he said, this is our first date as a couple. It was the cutest thing ever. So anyway, she's gone home now. They both had a great time. Emphatically, yes, when I said, have you had a good time? So that was, it was nice to see that it's not going to be that crazy. We went through the whole procedure booklet that the school has sent. There's so much, it's 18 pages of how to get them to school, how to pick them up at what time, everyone's being separated into groups, how they're going to keep everything clean, what's going to happen when they're in school, what school dinners are going to be like, what they can take, what they can't take, not to touch anyone, what they're allowed to touch and share within the classes. It's a lot for kids to take in. So we read that this morning, and it kind of like freaked me out a little bit. And seeing them together, I just thought, it's fine. They're in the same class, they'll be fine. They want to go back to school. It's just that it's just going to be a lot for them to take on. I'm really hopeful. Oh, they're getting a brand new teacher. This is part of it. Like, Ella's starting a brand new school because they kind of split the secondary school where we are. And Milo has got a brand new teacher, and he loved his last teacher. I was so happy he'd got his last teacher, and he only ended up getting her for half a year. So that sucks. Ella didn't even get to finish out her year in her last school. He's now got this new teacher, and I'm really hopeful. She's a drama teacher, so let's hope that that means fun. But I don't know, I've just kind of, like I said this morning, I've clearly just been in a bit of a funk this week, and every little tiny thing is just like weighing a little bit heavier than normal. But seeing them together just lightened things a little bit. Anyway, I'm watching Miss Congeniality, and I'm browsing the Primark website, because I think tomorrow we're going to go, we need to get some last things for school, and I thought I might do an end of the month Primark shop with me. I'm on a Miss Congeniality kick. Can you tell what this movie is? Not a Miss Congeniality kick, a Sandra Bullock kick since watching Miss Congeniality. This one is a favourite, and also inspired by the fact that I just posted my first reel on Instagram. Oh, do we care about reels? I don't know. And used a Stevie Nicks song, and immediately was like, gonna need to watch this movie. Speaking of reels though, the reel was about the new palette from Urban Decay. It's called Stoned Palette. It's all crystals, very spooky. All crystals, like sparkly, real crystal on the outside. Let me get the palette. Look at this. I mean, have you ever seen such a beautiful palette in your entire lives? They're kind of like muted crystal jewel tones rather than really poppy brights. I did swatch them on that Instagram post. Oh, they accidentally sent me 2 packages. So I'm gonna send one of these to one of you. I haven't decided yet. By the end of this vlog, I'll decide how you can enter. But I thought it would be a fun way to like round out Vlogust, to do a little giveaway. My very, very favorite dinner. This is the difference between how Lee and I eat steak. Rare, probably medium rare, to be fair. Like, inedible, in my opinion. And then this is the Alfredo pasta that I showed you way back in the original lockdown vlogs, which I have a little bit of extra sauce. And I made myself some leftovers for tomorrow. Yum. Also, I made I suppose we could call it a cocktail. This is vodka, like a half a measure of vodka, half a measure of Cointreau, a full measure of orange juice, and lemon, obviously, and sparkling water. Quite nice. Hey, okay, it's the morning after, and I'm just pulling out some stuff to get ready. Thought we'd chat with you a little while I did. I've got this new stuff. I showed you in a Boots haul, and I really, really am interested in this. This is the Glow Cherie Sublime. I know that's the French. Natural glow enhancer. Looks like this. And I was looking at the comments this morning, and so many people said that is amazing. I'm like, right, that's it. I'm using it immediately. Have to know straight away. Right, so it looks kind of like a liquid highlighter, but when I put it on the back of my hand in the haul, it didn't really come off that way. So I'm gonna mix more of that to a little of the Skin Paradise, because this is not my shade. I should have ordered somewhere between the 2 shades that they sent me when I did my Boots haul, and I just didn't even think about it. Anyway, I'm mixing the 2 together. There was a lot more of the, see, it's too deep for me. I can get away with it if I'm wearing something like this because you can't see the rest of me. But if I was wearing something like with my shoulders and stuff out, the amount of bronzing I'd have to do to blend me in would be nuts. I saw a picture of someone the other day who wears a lot of makeup. It was like a real full face of makeup, and they were wearing like a little strapless top, and I thought, has nobody ever told you? Like, her face was a completely different colour to the rest of her, and when I'm just wearing a top like this, I can just blend it down a little bit, get away with it, I think, anyway. Okay, so this blends really nicely anyway, but I would say it blended a little bit nicer with that included. Oh, it has got a sheen to it. I'm interested to see what this looks like in daylight. We'll see. And also, oh, it feels really nice. It feels like I've just put skincare on. Oh, I would say it's kind of settled a little bit. I've got kind of pores that go up to here. All here are my like more obvious pores, and it has settled a little bit. It's made them slightly more obvious, but hey ho. It's got a really strong scent, worth knowing if you're not into that kind of thing, of watermelon. Like really, really quite a strong fragrance. So that might not be for you, but I quite like it. And I've got the NYX Born to Glow Radiant Concealer. I thought this was quite small, I don't know about you, but when I saw it online, I assumed it was gonna be a larger size. It's quite small. The dog's crying. My mum and dad are coming back today, so he'll be happy. But he's crying because I'm in the kitchen and he can hear me, but I'm not giving him any attention. That concealer is really nice. I am excited to try that again because just that one time. Also, now my nails are shorter because I've done them, I've had them done shorter. I can actually use my ring finger to do my concealer, which is amazing. Right, this is the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse. The colour is Koi Coral, and I'm gonna use it with a brush, just a little. You'll see, because this is how I tend to use this kind of blush now, and since I don't have to blend it in with my fingers, which I just found kind of made it all patchy and weirdly smeared around my face, I find doing it this way works really, really well, and especially with a powder kind of product like this. It's kind of a hybrid, and so it's kind of a hybrid technique to apply it. I might have gone a little bit overboard because I'm running out of light. My mirror is flashing at me. It won't turn up any brighter than this, and it's a little bit dark in this room, but I think it looks okay. I like the colour. I just don't know whether or not I've gone a bit much. Right, I'm gonna go the Lash Sensational, what's it called? Lash Primer. Because I haven't really done this in a very long time. I don't understand it. It doesn't really seem to be doing anything. Do you remember Lash Primers from back in the day and it was like full on white mascara? Okay. While I'm waiting for that mascara primer or lash primer to dry. Oh, it didn't take the sticker off this. It's gonna be annoying to open every single time. Don't tell my dentist. I'm gonna put on this Nectarine Plump L'Oreal Colour Shine. When I swatched this, oh yeah, I thought, yes please. I also thought, oh, the light's gone. I also thought I really want to try more of these. This is quite orange. Might be a bit much. So pretty though. We'll see what that looks like in proper light. But I quite like, it looks like this. They're slightly different to the other ones. It's not even gonna show up for you. Come on, camera, please focus. One time I ask you to focus, come on. Do it. It's not gonna do it. But they look like this. They're slightly more coppery than the silvery originals. And they've got like kind of 70s style writing on the bottom. You'll just have to trust me because you can't see it. Kind of tastes a bit fruity. It does. What a weird thing. A very synthetic fruity flavour, but it does taste a little bit fruity. So I think when we go to Meadowhall later on today, I think I may go and just have a little look and see if they've got any other colours that appeal to me, because I like this, but it might be a bit too orange. I think I would probably I would have preferred like a peach to a nectarine. But I like the, I don't know now. I like the texture of them. I need to go and look in some proper light because I feel like maybe it's not giving me the most even coverage of colour. But the feeling of it is really nice. It's kind of a gloss in a tube. As I'm saying, I'm realising we've basically just gone back. It's just a cycle, isn't it? Like we've gone back to an original, well not original, but an old idea of this. Like YSL had them, Maybelline had them back in the day. We're gonna have, this is the thing. Like we've gone through the matte liquid lip trend and now we're going into the glosses, and so people want easy glosses in tubes. Wow. I mean, it might take a little bit of practice. They do look a little bit spidery and clumpy. Maybe I put too many layers of the primer on, but that actually did make quite a substantial difference. Wow, okay. Might be converted to Lash Primer now. So that's my makeup. What I've decided is I'm gonna have an Instagram post go up today. I will link it below. Haven't decided what it's gonna be yet, but click through to there and I want you to comment with your favorite fruit, and I will choose someone from those comments. Plus I really enjoy like randomly sending people to comment things because then no one knows what's going on. So comment your favorite fruit and I will pick someone from there. I will direct message you. Instagram is the easiest way for me to do it in terms of like contacting people. So apologies for those of you that don't have Instagram. When we do Vlogtober, Vlogmas, I'm gonna mix it up a little bit because I've already got some plans for, especially for Vlogmas, for giveaways. But it is the simplest way for me to kind of make sure I'm contacting the right person and be able to contact them and stay in contact with them to make sure they've got the parcel. So favorite fruit on this particular picture, and I'm gonna put it below. In fact, I might make it a picture of this makeup, who knows? And I'll choose someone within the next, like before the end of the month, so within the next kind of 2 days, to win the palette. How fun! But how much more sense would it make if you just commented on that reel? Let's do that. That would make loads more sense. Clearly I was like in a makeup haze. So yes, I will link it below, but the one and only reel at this point that I've posted, and I will choose a winner by the end of the month. Now tomorrow, like today I don't have to vlog because tomorrow I do a live on a Sunday, but I'm actually going to go see my friend Shell, so I'm not sure if it's going to be first thing in the morning or if I'm going to wait till we're together and we might kind of somehow live together. Once I've got to her house we shall see. But I love a live. If you happen to catch it live, it's always fun, and I think when we come to do Vlogtober, I'm going to be a little bit more organised. I'm thinking next month we're not going to do the daily vlogs, and so a weekly live along with another type of video I think will be nice, and a Sunday live I think works really well. So let me know what kind of time for you guys would be best, and I'll collate them. I'll decide kind of the best one from what you've all said, and we'll do one we'll do kind of like a practice run in September, and then we'll continue them. I think a week, a daily vlog, once a week doing a live gives me just like one day off to not have to think about like, what am I going to talk about today? Because on a Saturday, either we'll go out and I'm vlogging a come shop with me, which then doesn't go into the vlog, or I'm just not doing anything at all. Or I'm like editing and catching up on things. It's not interesting. So that kind of works for me. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe here and on my other channel. And I will see you guys tomorrow in the live and on Monday for the very last of Vlogust.
And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking.